let me invite Dr. R B Sabni from India, who will speak on the topic of building a successful career in urology.
Well, at the outset, I would like to thank the organizers of SAUS and the SAUS for asking me to deliver this lecture. And I'm going to talk on the, not this, the building up this successful career. That's a previous session, I think. Which session is that? The same session as the previous one. Thank you very much. I'm going to talk on the building of successful career in urology, and this is mainly focused towards the residents and the junior colleagues. Well, first we need to define what exactly is the successful career. So what is success eventually? If you see the dictionary meaning of success, it is the accomplishment of an aim or a purpose, which means that you need to have a career goal. Unless and until you have career goal, how can you have the successful career? And that goal can be anything. It can be level of responsibility, it can be job function, it can be title, salary, power, position, whatever. But there has to be a objective or a set career, set goal in your mind. And if you work towards that, at the end you may say that, okay, this was a successful career. Now, if you have to see the successful career in urology, what it can be academic excellence, meaning thereby at the end of your career or when you are at the peak, you have a lot of publications, you have a lot of presentations which you have done in so many conferences, you have won several awards, you have invitation from various places to deliver the talk and orations and guest lectures and things like that. Or it could be recognition among your friends and society, which is also very, very important. Once you say that you are a successful career, that also is an important part. You can have the good earning with all luxuries and amenities in life, which you can consider as a very successful career at the end of your successful tenure. You can be achieving a position in the job. You can be promoted as from the junior consultant to senior consultant, then the head of department. You can become the medical superintendent, dean of the hospital, superintendent, anything. That could be considered as a successful career. Getting positions in urology associations. There are many who have come here and they have successful career. They have become presidents in their own societies. They have become international presidents. We have so many presidents of BAUS sitting here. There are so many people who can be considered as these are the successful career, and the junior people can look at them that, okay, this is the career which I want to have. Well, when we want to achieve all these things, what is very important is that you need to understand that your success starts not the end, but it has to be in the beginning. When you are resident or you are post immediately after qualification, that's a time where you have to think your own mind that this is what ultimately I want to achieve. This is what I would consider as a successful career for myself. And then you have to start working on it. It cannot be just happen like that unless and until you work hard on that. And for that, you need to really work hard. There is no substitute of hard work. That's very, very important. If you want to achieve this successful career, the most important thing is hard work. If you see all the people who are sitting here, they have put extremely hard work. And now we are seeing them as extremely successful careers in urology. But that hard work you just cannot neglect. In your residency or immediately after your qualification, when you are just a junior fellow, just passed out, that's a time wherein you have to put a lot of hard. It is very important fact in life that if you struggle now, you can enjoy later. If you enjoy now, then you have to struggle later. This choice is yours. So it is very important that you have to understand that the career, the initial period which you are putting in as a resident or immediately after that as a fellow or something, that's your investment. You will not see the results immediately. You will have frustration. You will give up like this, but that's not correct. If you put that investment, then you have successful career, you have huge returns which you will get. So hard work will pay off later, but a laziness will pay off immediately. You will find the result immediately, but that's not right. So in the earlier part of your career, don't think of anything else. Hard work, experience, etc. are the only objectives, because if you do that, then you are bound to have a march towards your successful career. The planning of the career is very, very important. During residency, try to spend 1 month in a different place, because when you get the admission to a postgraduate or urology training, you are in one institute. But there is always a university, at least in our country, or national board promotes that 1 month you go to somewhere else, so that you get a different exposure. That's very important, to have different exposure. Urology now is going to be on a subspecialty. Dr. Kulkarni very highlighted that what is the importance of the subspecialty, choosing a specialty. That's very important. So decide your specialty of your liking. Decide your liking what it is. Post-qualification, try to get fellowship in your liking. If you are interested in urethra, if you are interested in robotic, if you are interested in laparoscopy, choose where you can work and where you will get the much more exposure of that. Do more work in that specialty of your liking. Initially, for various compulsions or various reasons, you may have to do everything. But as you get stabilization in your life, when you get a lot of money, when you get this, then you restrict yourself to only of your subspecialty of liking, which will give you satisfaction and which will take you to a successful career path. You have to think that what you are doing now as a resident or immediately after resident as a fellow is not the aim. You have to think of 15 years ahead. What is the likely situation at that time? And if you can visualize and imagine what is likely to happen at that time, and if you start working it from now, you will be in a top position, you will be in a much better position than the rest of the people who are not thinking about it. Your best career position is not now, but it is 15 years later after your passing. So you have to think of that time now itself. There are various options actually post-qualification which you can opt for. Get into some fellowship program of your liking. There are various options which are available. And there are many associations actually have given up, and there are fellowships available from your local national associations. Now UA is giving fellowship, SIU, EAU. There are so many other fellowships which are available. The information is very much there. And you can opt for one of them so that you can go into that fellowship program, which will give you a completely different exposure, and it will open up your eyes. Get into medical college, university attachment immediately after qualification, because these are the areas which are high volume work. And now your objective, once you pass out, is to do much more work and much more experience. So that you have to get into some university college or into some charitable hospital. You may not get salary. You may not get that much of a thing. You may have hardship. But your experience which you are going to get from these hospitals, working in this hospital, will pay you heavy returns later on. So that's very, very important. So do not bother about remuneration, what you are getting immediately after this. Because as I said that this is your investment. The return is going to come much later. These years will set the path for your career. So that's very, very important. And when you are doing all these things, quite often you will find that the success is not built on the success. You will find that there are a lot of depressive moments, a lot of frustrations. But the success is built on the failures. If you keep on failing, you are bound to succeed. If you keep on having success, that's not sustainable. It's built on frustration and sometimes built on catastrophes. That's very important. So most important thing in the earlier part of your career is that don't give up. If you want something to achieve, you have to continue doing that, and ultimately the result will be excellent. So that's very important. Build your own dreams. This is very important. I have seen there are many people, when I talk to them, they are excellent, but they have failed in understanding what actually they want to achieve. And when you are expert in the field, there are many people who are going to take advantage of you. So build your own dreams, or someone else will hire you for their own dreams. It's very important to understand that when you achieve certain excellence, you have to understand what career path you want to this and how you are going to be successful in your career. If you don't have that path and if you don't have that clarity, somebody will hire you, somebody will put you, and they will make a big fortune out of it. But you will remain where it is. So that's also an important part for you to understand, especially when you are young. So don't compare yourself with other urologists. I see there are many people who see that, oh, this is successful. Kulkarni is very, very successful urethroplasty. I will also do urethroplasty. But if your liking is not urethroplasty, you will fail miserably. So don't compare with other urologists. What is their successful career? Define success on your own terms, achieve it by your own rules, and build a life which you are proud to live off. There is only one success, to be able to spend your life in your own way. So don't think what he has done, I have to do something. You have to think what is your liking, what ultimately will give satisfaction to you. That is your career. And think of that way and work out on that way. Don't copy somebody else and I want to go to that path. Decide yourself and work on it. That is what is a successful career in urology. Thank you very much.